Just going on my walk this morning after I've dropped Caden to school, and it is cold, but it's not that cold. It was snowing earlier, but it's not snowing anymore. Anyway, so it's mild enough for me to walk. Anyway, guys, so I posted something the other day. It really pissed me off, to be honest, but I just have to accept. Sorry, I come back. I got a call through. So yeah, so some people are just like really ignorant. Sorry, I'm breathing a bit heavy because I just got to this section and it's getting colder and colder. But yeah, just ignorant and just uneducated, and I think if you are and you don't know anything about autism, then you need to read up or seek advice before you start coming online and blabbering rubbish. You just never know if your grandchild, your child, or a family member are going to have a child who are going to be autistic, on the spectrum, neurodivergent, have any form of disability. If you don't understand what it means, then don't come online to vent your insecurities about your own life, probably. There was a particular post I read on another autism page on Facebook, and someone said it looks like autism is the new fashion now. Basically, like, in other words, like, there is no autism. It's just an excuse for parents who are lazy, bad parents and allowing their kids to get away with bad behaviour. Now, like, I don't come online and show my child's development, because that's what I'm doing. I do Makaton sign. I've taken my time to learn. I'm still learning Makaton sign. I've put my child online. That's my business. I feel comfortable doing it, and I know what I want to put online and what I wouldn't put online. And but I just want to show parents, give some parents hope, because my child is non-verbal. He's now learning to talk, saying words, putting short sentences together, slowly but surely. Caden was diagnosed with autism at 2.5 years old. I noticed when he was about 13 months that, I mean, I think I've said this kind of thing before, but some people haven't seen it. He was diagnosed at 2.5, and I recognised something wasn't okay. I've got 2 older kids, so I know children develop differently, but this was different. I noticed he wasn't responding to his name when I was calling him. He wasn't maintaining eye contact with me. He would burst out laughing for no reason at all. Nobody gave him joke, nothing. He would just start laughing for no reason. He was having meltdowns more than usual, more than normal, whatever normal is. What else was I recognising with him? He was just behind. He started to regress in his speech and language. He wasn't talking much at 13 months, but, you know, he would say things like mama, baba, dada, you know, or point to things. He stopped pointing at anything. He just regressed. And I knew something was wrong. So I went to my GP and I said, at that point, to be fair, I didn't know much about autism, because even though I knew some people who are on the spectrum, as in their children or an adult, I didn't know personally much about it. And that's okay, because a lot of people don't know much about it. But as I'm pressing on, I wouldn't go online and start talking about things that I don't know of and offending parents and adults living with autism. So anyway, to cut a long story short, because I can babble on a bit, he was referred to the necessary services. The assessment he was on the waiting list for quite some time, just under a year, to be honest. But then once he was on In the process of being diagnosed, it was quite quick once he got seen. By that time I knew he was autistic. I just knew. And by that time I'd kind of accepted it, but I was unaware of what I'm going to be facing, what challenges I'm going to have, what support am I going to get, how is he going to manage when he was at nursery. Are they going to have staff who are trained or who have some knowledge in dealing with an autistic child who is non-verbal? A lot of anxieties at that point. But as you get on, you start to realise that there are services out there, but you have to really push to get them. You have to be quite a strong, determined person in regards to pushing for what you need, i.e. speech and language, occupational therapy, psychology assessments, the EHCP, you parents know, is another story, very important for when they're starting school. That's the early healthcare plan. Educational healthcare plan, sorry. My God, it's getting colder. So yeah, anyway, Caden is now 8. He's 8, he'll be 9 in April. Caden only started saying words properly out loud because he would whisper before. He's only started saying words out loud maybe around 7. Before that, it was just pure whispering. Even up to 8 years old, he was whispering. But now, for the past sort of 6 months, he's learned to start being more confident to actually say the words out loud. We do Makaton sign. I do a lot of that. We do a lot of home learning. I do a lot of talking. And I'm not a very talkative person, even though I'm coming online and talking, but I can't be quiet online. So we use a lot of picture cards, whiteboards, reading, a lot of reading. What else do we do? Phonics. So a lot of home activities as well in regards to learning, but keeping it short. We won't do more than maybe 20 minutes. So if I do 40 minutes in a day, I'll split it up throughout the day. So we'll do like 15 minutes in the morning, maybe 15 minutes in the afternoon, and maybe 10 minutes reading, or 15 minutes, however long the book is or whatever. And we'll also, in the bed, we'll do counting, doing the ABC in bed. Just little things that help every day, that can help your child learn to talk. And just even the attention and understanding as well. Because once they've got the attention and a bit more understanding, then hopefully the communication will come through. Because a lot of kids with autism, their attention span is very short. And that doesn't also help with the learning process and the confidence. So once we get on top of the attention and the understanding, everything, because I've noticed since Caden's attention has improved so much and his understanding of words and language, it's making him more confident to speak. So that is something that you need to try and help yourself with. It's not easy, and I feel it for a lot of autism mums and dads and parents, because it's not easy. So anyone ignorant thinking autism is a behavioural issue, autism is not based on a behavioural issue, okay? There are other conditions for behavioural issues. Behavioural issues can be a part of autism. It's a social and communication condition. Children find it difficult to socialise, to interact, to understand the world that they're living around. They're living around. So please don't be ignorant. Read up about autism. It's ASD, autism spectrum disorder. They had different types, different variants, if I can say. Now it's just autism spectrum disorder. Okay? So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go because the cold is getting really, my hands are killing me. So anyway, we'll catch up. Bye.